This is the Big O Show. 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 This is the Big O Show.
There's just one place where you can take $10,000 off the 2025 Acura MDX. The Customer Appreciation Sale at Acura of Pembroke Pines. Thank you for making us #1.
It starts every morning before the sun comes up. Projects are laid out. Plans are made. Equipment is fueled and loaded with inventory to handle all service requests. Orders are given to an army of skilled landscape maintenance professionals, certified arbor trimmers, irrigation technicians, and licensed pest management experts who fan out to communities and businesses all over South Florida. Experienced, on time, and dependable. Our staff is fully trained, licensed, and insured. Contact us by phone, email, social media, or through our website to answer all your landscape questions. We are Cutter's Edge. Total Landscape Solutions.
We're celebrating a new year with new savings at Toyota of Hollywood, the official #1 volume Toyota dealer. Save big on a 24 Corolla, not $24,000, $17,988. Buy with 0% financing, 0 down. We're bringing you deals that strike fast and hard at the #1 volume Toyota dealer, Toyota of Hollywood, on 441 between Hollywood Boulevard and Sheridan Street. Open till midnight.
Welcome to Caneswear. New store, new items, same great experience. Family owned and operated since 2010, Caneswear has the latest merchandise from the Miami Hurricanes, Miami Dolphins, Florida Panthers, Inter Miami CF, and more. Come visit us at our store in Davie on University Drive, just south of 595, or online at caneswear.com. Caneswear, the spot Miami fans shop.
After 40 years, the Big Cheese Miami is still producing great Italian food. They started in 1984. Since then, they've been winning awards while being voted the best inexpensive Italian restaurant in Miami. Visit them for great food, amazing service. Witness the decades of Cane's memories. The walls are like a Miami Hurricanes Hall of Fame. The Big Cheese delivers anything on its menu or party platter menu to your home, office, or even a park for a picnic. Located at 8080 Southwest 67th Avenue, Miami. Call 305-662-6855. TheBigCheeseMiami.com, where they serve large portions at family prices.
There's just one place where you can drive a new Acura ZDX for only $239 a month. The Customer Appreciation Sale at Acura of Pembroke Pines. Thank you for making us #1.
With more than 62 years of litigation experience handling insurance disputes, Welton Rayum is committed to resolving even the toughest insurance claims quickly. At Welton Rayum, they don't get paid unless you win. They handle complex personal injury claims caused by the fault of another in both state and federal courts. They handle auto, trucking, motorcycle, slip and fall, and bicycle accidents. Call 954-966-4646. That's 954-966-4646. Welton Rayum can help.
If you're looking to take your home or business to the next level, then RM Contractors and Custom Drywall can assist you. RM specializes in new residential turnkey, new commercial turnkey, home and office remodeling. Call them for free estimates. Serving all of South Florida, licensed and insured. Call Ray or Mike, 305-345-3649. You work hard to create the perfect atmosphere. You dream it, we'll build it. RM Contractors and Custom Drywall, 305-345-3649 or Instagram at RMC Fisher Island.
The Crypto Bro Show is solely for entertainment purposes. Orlando Alzagari and his guests are not financial advisors or investments consultants. If you ever plan to invest, make sure you do your homework, talk to a professional, and understand investing is very risky and volatile. Good luck in any of your investments, and only invest what you're willing to lose.
Time to log into the blockchain and find out what's the latest in Bitcoin and crypto in our Crypto Bro Show.
Crypto Bros.
This segment brought to you by RM Contractors and Custom Drywall. Take your home or business to the next level with RM Contractors and Custom Drywall. Call Ray or Mike at 305-345-3649. You dream it, they'll build it. See their fantastic work on Instagram at RMC Fisher Island.
Crypto Bros.
Here's the Crypto Bro himself, Orlando Alzugari.
Alrighty. Hope you're feeling as good as I am. Oh, man, this is feeling good. Oh, so much to talk about going on in the world of crypto, blockchain, and, of course, Bitcoin. Yes, sir. Too much good news. It's like overflowing, baby. It's like an exploding volcano, and that lava is just pouring out from either side all over the place. That's what we're seeing right now. And it's a beautiful thing. And it's interesting, right? That lava has that gold color, a lot like that Bitcoin, that orange, that gold, that burning sensation there. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Oh, yeah. And, it's fun to watch the fear and greed index, because a lot of times I feel that those are the lettuce hands that usually are voting either way. You know what I mean? The rest of us that are like long-term, we look at that and it's like, I felt the same way I felt when it was at 25 that I do at 105. You don't understand. That's why you're not really a Bitcoiner. You know what I'm saying? It's like we actually felt better at 25 and 16 because we were buying cheaper than now. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's kind of the way we look at it, real Bitcoiners. But it's interesting, the fear and greed index, how it flows with all that. And then the other thing that flows is our emotions. When we're down all the way to 16 and we're like, okay, we're trying to bust through that 24, 25 range. You remember that? And consolidate for a while, and you finally get through. And then you're trying to get through 30 and you're consolidating. And then you pop up to 40, 50, and then you come back down like to 38, 39, and you consolidate. And then you consolidate in the 50s and in the 60s. We really didn't do a lot of consolidation in the 80s. We did some consolidation in the 70s. We did some consolidation in the 90s. Now we're consolidating in the hundreds. I mean, that's ridiculous. Okay? We're consolidating in the hundreds. And that's a beautiful thing. That is what we call progress. And for those of us that have been in it on the long run, we're looking at it big picture. Here we are, 106. You go down to 101. It touched 99, whatever, but it's really in at 101, 102, 105, 107, 108. We almost hit 109, right? 108.9 is kind of the peak right now. But this is where we're fluctuating here. This is consolidation. This is so bullish. And that's the part where you've got to, this is why I always tell you on the show, it's not about the micro, it's about the macro. And you got to take a step back and remember, for those of us that have been in it for a while, we were talking about, damn, we can't break this damn, 20,000 range. Oh, we can't break this 25,000 range. And it was a bitch. And then when you broke the 67 and you got up to 71, 73, and then you came back down and then you consolidated inside the 60s forever. And fear and greed indexes falling because the lettuce hands are the ones voting. The rest of us are going, yeah, go down. It's kind of like Caspa for me now. Like I saw it pump up today and people are telling me, hey, good stuff, man, on Caspa, because I got on the bandwagon when it was down in 11-cent range. I said, I'm ready to go, man. I really like this project and it's done well since. But I'm almost like in this factor where I just don't really want it to run yet. I want to be able to, accumulate a little bit more, that kind of stuff. And that's how we are with Bitcoin. It's a matter of give me time to accumulate. I need time to accumulate. Why do I need time to accumulate? Well, I'll tell you why I need time, because guys like Michael Saylor are chewing it up like Pac-Man, So that's where the craziness is. And I've got to get my slice of the pie. You need to get your slice of the pie. Michael Saylor bought 1.1 billion worth of Bitcoin again today. So I see audio-wise, I usually ask at the beginning, are we good audio-wise? I guess we are. I see Jonathan Cagle already first on the text. As always, Big Johnson, didn't expect to see you tonight. Helping the women with dinner. By the way, your wife must be a good woman, giving us all these great shows. Well, thank you very much. She is my wife is the most amazing woman in the world. Okay, so certainly don't deserve her. That's for damn sure. But no, true love is supporting each other through thick and thin, and also through your workplace and your career, your passions. And so she knows my passions have been sports and music, and she went with me to the Struts the other night. She loves the Struts herself. And so crypto has become a passion of mine. And she knows how I am when I'm passionate about something, because I've been passionate about her for, nearly 40 years. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, she is absolutely amazing, dude. Doesn't get any better than my wife. That's for damn sure. So thank you for realizing that, because there's no way I can be myself without a great woman behind you. You know what I mean? Without one, you don't get the other. You don't get the happy life. You don't get the foundation. You know what I mean? So that's the good part about having a family. Miami RW, Big O, what's the big picture for XRP? That's a really deep question, and I don't know where you're coming from. So I don't know what your big picture is, my brother. I don't know if you bought it at 30 cents. I don't know if you bought it at $1. I don't know if you bought it at 2, at 225, at 250, at 270. I don't know. I don't know what you bought, how much you bought. I don't know how much you own. I don't know what your financial situation is. Do you desperately need the money? Is it something that you're looking for long term? Are you looking for a quick hit? Did you put in a whole bunch of money so you're looking to make it a quick fit? I don't know what your agenda is. That's why I always say do your homework, and we're all different, because I can't tell you when you cash out, because we're all different, and our heart and our minds will tell us when we think we need to cash out. It might be the right time, it might be the wrong time, we don't know. But that's something that is way too deep of a question. There's so much information that you need to have there in order to really give you an intelligent answer. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you want me to give you the lazy answer, oh, well, hey, dude, XRP is going to go to $45. That's what I'm getting off. Yeah, and I expect it by August 16th of 2025, XRP will be hitting that spot. I'm not the PT Barnum guy, dude. I'm not going to be, doing all that kind of stuff. If I feel passionate about something, I'll tell you. You know, like I told people Bitcoin would be at 100,000 by the end of the year last year, at the beginning of last year. Okay, like I've told everybody Bitcoin would be at 250 on June 30th this year. Okay, so I'm on the clock, as they say in the draft. So sometimes I'll give you things like that, but the XRP one, it's hard to answer that question because I don't know where you're standing, you know, and that's I don't know how I got in the game late on XRP, so my bag is not big because I'm not expecting to make, you know, so many X's because it has a huge, you know, market cap right now. So, you know, that's different, but I don't know where you got in. If you got in at the 30, 40 cent mark and you got a bunch of money in it, man, you're doing pretty good already. You know, you've exited a whole bunch of times. So you think your out might be a lot closer to $7 or $5. Whereas the guy that got in at $2, his out, he might be waiting for $10 or $12. You see what I'm saying? So it's a really hard question to answer without a real intelligent conversation and facts behind it. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Because I don't know who you are. So it's tough. Luke, thank you for first time catching the show. Please catch our prior shows, okay, that we've done. This is number 37. So we do have others. We just did one yesterday and day before, I think it was, or so. No, on Saturday, 2 days. We did 2 of them. So check it out and hit the like button on them. Support them. Spread the news. We'd appreciate it. I mean, the use case now, it's trying to replace bank money movement. Well, dude, it's what we're doing here is the entire bank. I've been talking about this on my show for 5 years now. Okay. For 5 years, I've been telling everybody our entire financial system is being built right under our noses. Your banking, you're going to pay all your bills. Everything that you do will be on the blockchain. Everybody, the blockchain is a safer internet. So everybody's going to move to the internet, to the blockchain. And I even told everybody banks are going to shut down. Why? Because you're going to miss out. All these small and mid-sized banks, they're gone. We're going to be left with 5, 6 big banks. Why? Banks are going to be less used because you're going to be able to use and send money on your own, and you're not going to need a middleman. We're going to eliminate the middleman. That's kind of where banks are losing out, but they'll get on the crypto bandwagon. So XRP, you are correct, and XLM, but especially XRP, they've already built it out in Europe, so they'll do it now in the U.S. They weren't doing it in the U.S. because of Gary Gensler and Biden, and the entire administration was anti-crypto. So now we got an administration that is pro-crypto. And again, folks, I don't care about the politics. I don't like either side, just so you'll know. Let's just be out there. But whoever wants to help us, you know, your money, my money, I want to talk about it. Whoever wants to hurt us, we got to talk about it, right? So for 4 years, we kept talking about the people trying to hurt us, right? Well, if it sounds like I'm trying to be positive about either side, I don't care about either side. I just care about if they're helping us or they're hurting us. Like Trump hurt us with the stupid meme coins, because the poor people that are going to lose out on those meme coins, that's going to be their first and only experience in crypto. And they think that's what it's all about. And they're not going to learn anything about Chainlink. And they're not going to learn anything about Avalanche. And they're not going to know how incredible those projects are and the amount of use case that there's in them. They're not going to learn. And that's a crime in itself. All meme coins are crimes. This is not a Trump thing. And again, Trump's got so much positive news for us today. It's awesome. But when there's something negative that hurts us, I'm going to mention it too. Meme coins are not good. This whole bullshit about, oh, it gets people in. Sure, it does. But it fleeces way more. And it hurts way more people than it helps. And usually the people that it helps are really the experienced ones. You know, that's the part that us crypto people that we've been in it a long time, stop bullshitting, folks. The average Joe does not win on meme coins. Excuse my French. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. I got a buddy of mine that does the stuff with meme, but he's a shark. He knows this shit. The people that actually really make out on meme coins are the people that know, you and I know this, that they're on the DeFi platforms way before they get on Binance and Crypto.com and all that, and they bought them way before, and they got heads up and all. It's not the average person. And let's not make it sound like that. Let's not make it sound like the average person walking around in London and in Buenos Aires, out in Monterey, out in New York, they can just buy any meme coin and then they'll just get rich just like that's bullshit. That's bullshit. That's rare. Most of those people all get burned in the high 90%. And then that's their experience with crypto. So that's bad. There's nothing good about that. And if you think there's some good about that, it's not. That's all just them fleecing people for money. That's all they're doing. Bad look. But we can get into a lot of good stuff that's actually going on. We got Bitcoin hovering around 106. We got Ethereum hovering around 3,300. And by the way, you guys got to hang in there. Some of you, I keep hearing a lot of negative shit about Ethereum. That is stupid. Ethereum is going to explode. It is about to take off. Hang in there. Keep stacking it. You've got so much stuff. Trump today bought another 24 million. You want positive Trump news? It outweighs the stupid meme coins because the meme coins ruin the people that don't know anything. The rest of us that know something and we're into this, here's the good stuff. Trump bought 24 million. He now has a total of 58,317 ETHs worth $188.5 million. Okay? You think Ethereum's not going to blow up? Ethereum is the institutional coin. The institutional coin. It's the one that most of the important, stable coins are on. Their DeFi is through the roof. And it's only growing. And eventually it'll get even more faster and all that kind of stuff. And they'll lower their gas fees. I don't know if they'll ever get to the point of some of the other chains. And that's, of course. And maybe even speed-wise, something like Cardano will blow them away. Obviously, Caspa is going to leave everybody behind, as they get online and the crescendo finishes up here in the next 2 months. And it goes completely. I think it's going full mainnet by March, but you start Ethereum is going to blow up. It's going to explode. It's the granddaddy of them all, man. So I don't know. I don't understand it's only because it hasn't moved as much, and that's the only thing. But it usually drags a little bit here in the process of these of this bull run. Usually. Bitcoin pulls away for a while and then Ethereum starts to make its move. And I think now you're going to start seeing Ethereum make the move in the next couple of weeks here. You're going to start seeing Ethereum make some move. It could be tomorrow. It could be 4 days from now, 5 days from now. I think, but within the next 2 or 3 weeks, I think we're going to start seeing something move with Ethereum and you're going to regret that you either sold it, didn't get on it or anything like that. Not that I'm a financial advisor by any stretch. But it's just one of those things. So there's a lot of positivity there, and I don't understand the negativity, that comes with it sometimes. That's the one that to me it just doesn't make any sense. And again, you want positive. Let's start off with Michael Saylor today, okay? Because obviously Saylor did it again. He went out and crushed it like he normally does. And there you go. Michael Saylor ends up buying 11,000 Bitcoin worth $1.1 billion. That's ridiculous. Okay. $1.1 billion. He's got now, let's see. Oh, by the way, he bought the Bitcoin at 101,199 per Bitcoin. So he's making a little money already on it at this point. They've got now a total of 461,000 Bitcoin. I love how they left it at 0.00461 even. valued at $29.3 billion. And now it is up to 63,610 per coin. He was down in the 20s. He was down like a 26, 24, 25 a couple years back. And it's gone up because he continues to buy at the top. He doesn't give a shit at all. You know? And to me, that's a absolutely beautiful thing that he doesn't care at all. And this helps us. This helps us. Now, here's the best part. His shareholders, okay, have approved now the sale for $10 billion of a credit line. He just bought 1.1, and he made a couple purchases last week in the hundreds of millions only. You know, it was little small purchases, 100 and some million, 200 million or something. Just little shit purchases of his. You know, just those are little tips of his. You know, just every once in a while. And now it's 1.1. And now, obviously, the stock is going to plummet, and it's a good time probably to get in because, obviously, before this whole thing takes off. But they got approval to get $10 more billion. You think your Bitcoin bag is about to explode? Oh, my God. You got reserves popping up everywhere. The U.S., the states are going to have it. Other countries are going to do it. There isn't enough Bitcoin. When the ultimate greed and FOMO starts, which it hasn't started yet, but it will. And the funny part is you can still get great returns by buying Bitcoin now and sitting on it for 5 years and watching it go maybe 15x or more in the next 5 years. What you buy now could easily 15x in the next 5 years. There's not a lot of assets in the world that can do that, especially at this level where it's at. Okay. By the way, remember, you can make a donation to the show, Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That is Cash Big O Show, Cash App or Venmo. And you can make a Bitcoin or Ethereum donation, which you know, those are our favorite donations, a little Bitcoin or Ethereum donation. And of course, you can also make a donation through PayPal. We always appreciate that. And Saylor's ATM, it gets even better. So for those of you that are asking, well, wait a minute, dude, how is it that Saylor does this and how does it make any sense, right? Because that's the thing that you're asking. How is he producing this? So let's play a little video for you and explain it, okay? And he explains it, what they're doing basically. And I want you to listen because, you know, you got all these silly fools out there worried, oh my God, Trump got into office and he didn't mention the Bitcoin reserve on his first day. And it's like, yo, you idiots. He's got a lot more important things. Eventually it'll get here, but that's not the priority. Most of America doesn't give a shit about a Bitcoin reserve because most of America doesn't know anything about Bitcoin. Just ask your friends, your family members, your coworkers. They're all laughing at us. We'll laugh last. But at the moment, most of our family members and friends are laughing at us. Some of them aren't laughing nearly as much anymore because it's a little over 100,000. And they're like, kind of, well, wait a minute, hold on a second. My crazy uncle, son, brother, father, son, grandfather, cousin, whatever, might be right about this. So they might be looking at us like we're not crazy anymore. Here's Michael Saylor.
And the first nation to print money, the first nation to print their own currency to buy Bitcoin wins. Right, like Tom, look what MicroStrategy did. We basically issue our own currency, our stock, and we buy Bitcoin. What happened? We went from $1 billion to $100 billion market cap is what happened. Is it inflation? It's only inflation if you print the currency to invest it, to make a bad investment, right? If you print the currency to buy something that's appreciating faster than your inflation rate, it's actually accretion.
Well, To me, that kind of makes a whole lot of sense. That's what you want. Instead of wasting your money on some pier out in the ocean that caves in for hundreds of millions of dollars, or walls that don't really stop anything, or we waste money on all kinds of shit. You know what I'm saying? So he's right. And so his company is only appreciating in value. It's one of the strongest companies in the United States now. Okay. So he's doing something right. And he started something that mathematically he figured out before everybody else. And now you've got all kinds of others. Metaplanet, what is it? Kular or whatever it was that did it today, that they bought like another 100 Bitcoin or something like that. I forgot the name of the company, but it's something like that. I'm mispronouncing, and I'm sure I'm butchering the hell out of it. But they're all doing exactly what Saylor's doing. Absolutely exactly what Saylor's doing. So if you think you're late, you're foolish. If you think you should sell, you're crazy. If you think you should buy, yeah, continue. They're buying. The richest, most powerful people in the world are buying because they know it's finite. It is going to be the most valuable. It is the most valuable asset in the world. It's just everybody doesn't know that yet. A lot of us that are watching this and consuming this, we know that, but everybody else hasn't figured that out. And when they do, you could have morons like this, by the way. This is actually pretty funny. The South African central bank governor, okay? He's a central bank governor. So that tells you already that this moron just, all these central bank people, I don't care what they are, the IMF, you name it, all these people make me sick. Why? Because they want to misinform people, mislead them, and take advantage of them, basically. So here's a guy that doesn't understand Bitcoin like your cousin, your uncle, your grandfather, your mother, your brother, your coworker. So watch how he tries to compare Bitcoin, a Bitcoin reserve. And I also want you to notice Brian Armstrong is the bald guy to the right. When he starts mentioning something about being specific strategic reserves, which is kind of funny, I want you to look at Brian Armstrong's face. Then you'll see his answer. His answer is so politically correct. I would grab this guy and tear him up with a Ginsu knife. When I'm done with him, he'd be so small walking out of there. It would be just because just the amount of stupidity. This is the male version of Elizabeth Warren.
I would have a significant problem with a lobby that says governments should hold this asset or hold that asset without what the strategic intent of government is. Because you see, there is a history to gold. There was once a gold standard. Currencies were pegged to gold. But if we now say that, okay, Bitcoins, okay, what about platinum? What about coal? Why don't we hold strategic beef reserves or mutton reserves or apple reserves? Why Bitcoin? So it's a public policy issue that we have got to be engaged in. And I would caution against the move then that would say there is an industry with a particular interest in a particular product, and we would like to impose it on society and say society must hold this as a reserve. I would have a fundamental problem.
So why Bitcoin reserve and not beef reserves and mutton reserves? Anyone wants to comment on that?
Well, I think that, if you like Neil Ferguson is here, he has a great book on the ascent of money, and he's a historian. And so many things have been used as money over the years. I think it's pretty, this is still maybe a new idea, but I think it's clear at this point that, Bitcoin is a better form of money than gold. It is provably scarce, just like gold, but it's more portable and divisible. So you can actually use, it has higher utility, I would say. And it was the best performing asset of the last 10 years. And so for store of value, I think it's going to be important for governments to hold this over time. It might start with being 1% of their reserves, but I think over time it'll come to be equal to or greater than gold reserves.
There is so much to unpack here with this moron. By the way, please, somebody call Giannis Antetokounmpo. I mean, or call the Wendy's old lady. Where's the beef? He wants a beef reserve. Why not a beef reserve? Why not a coal reserve? Because, you asshole, there's only 21 million Bitcoin. You can create more meat. You can create more coal. You can mine more diamonds. You can mine more gold. You can mine more platinum. It's all over the world. And by the way, we're about to plant our flag in Mars. How do you know there's not a shitload of gold there? Did you know there was gold on meteors? They wanted to find out ways to get on the meteor to mine the gold. So it's not that finite. And then Brian Armstrong tries to, also see with bank reserve people, the IMF, whatever. You can't reason with any of these people. They want to control you. They want to control your money. They want to give you CBDCs and bullshit like that. And so this is incorruptible. This is not, it's immutable. So you can't go printing more and all that kind of stuff like you do with dollars, because that's what they do in South Africa. That's what they do in America. That's what they do in England. That's what they do in Russia. That's what they do. And that's why all fiat currencies are dying. And when he talks about impose on people, well, that's what you've been doing on us. You're making all of us work for money that you devalue every single day. Talk about fucking imposing. I mean, this is the beauty of all these people from all these reserve banks. And I don't care if they're English or South African or American, or they're all corrupt, because the Federal Reserves are all corrupt. And the dollar's value just continues to go down. And yet we watch home values go up. We watch Bitcoin value go up. Gold will steadily, slowly go up. Every commodities go up, but how come the money doesn't? How come you have to produce more of that money to get the commodities? I wonder why. So you're imposing that on us? Because it costs us more to buy bread and eggs and everything else, and it's all the same shit. Well, if you have Bitcoin, well, you get to buy more eggs for less money. Wow, what a concept. My money's working for me. Interesting how the money works for me, but yet that's why it's an asset. That's why it's a reserve asset. That's why people with a brain are gravitating to Bitcoin. That's why the richest people in the world are gobbling it up like it's Pac-Man. And they're just buying and buying and buying and buying. So if anybody tells you that, this has reached its top or what, just look at the entire process. Just zoom out and then watch what everything else that's going on in the world. That tells you all you need to know. It depends on where you live and where you're watching this. You know what's going on. You know what's going on in Canada. You know it. You know what's going on in Canada. You know what's going on here in the United States. You know how bad it is in Europe. Oh, my God. How about Germany? Jesus Christ. Those poor people out there. Talk about mismanagement. Those idiots sold $2 billion of Bitcoin that is now worth about $4.5 billion. When they sold those $2 billion, I said they just sold $12 billion in the middle of 2025, late 2025. That $2 billion would have been $12 billion by the end of 2025 easily. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you out of your mind? It's like it just becomes insanity at this point in time for the things that go on. But hey, this is why I tell you, you have a ton of stuff going on. Let me give you, I told you, like, okay, the Trump meme coins, that's not a good thing for the industry, period, whatsoever, especially for the rookies that know nothing about this. They get hoodwinked in this whole thing. Well, here's more positive news from Trump towards crypto, AI, all of that, because everything kind of ties into everything that's going on. Here you go.
Together, these world-leading technology giants are announcing the formation of Stargate. So put that name down in your books, because I think you're going to hear a lot about it in the future. A new American company that will invest $500 billion at least in AI infrastructure in the United States, and very, very quickly, moving very rapidly, creating over 100,000 American jobs almost immediately.
Oh, I'm sorry you didn't hear me. Anyway, here is the here's BNY Mellon CEO Robin Vince. Okay, and this is America's oldest bank and custodian. Okay, if you're worried about crypto or anything along those lines, listen to this.
You sounded optimistic about crypto when we talked. Are you more optimistic now based on who the Trump administration is? We may have a crypto czar now. We seem like crypto regulations will be looser. And does BNY want to play a role in the community?
Well, we've said this for the past couple of years, and we've been consistent, and we haven't changed our point of view on this, which is digital assets represent a new, interesting, innovative technology, which we think could be important to the financial system over the course of the next 10, 20 years. Exactly the twists and turns along the way, we'll have to see. But we've been investing. We've got the ability to custody crypto assets, digital assets, but also we're looking into the interesting smart contracts, ledger capabilities that the underlying technologies represent. And so we think there's an interesting future here, but AI as well. Remember, it's not just about digital assets. It's about how does technology get applied to make the financial system better, more agile, more capable, and able to grow. And AI is going to be an important part of that story too.
All right, so let me also recap what I said before with Trump stuff too. And he talked about AI, and remember, like I just told you, the entire banking financial system, everything is being built under your nose here right now. And regulations is what we've been waiting for, because the other administration would not put them in. They wanted to use enforcement, and they didn't want to put any regulations because they wanted to keep the industry down. everybody in this administration wants to elevate it. They all own it. So they're all going to do all the positive stuff for it. So those of us that have been in it way before them, I mean, a year ago, Trump was about the dollar. He didn't even know anything about Bitcoin or care about it. He got orange pilled by his sons. And so this benefits us now. So the administration's pro. So we're just waiting for regulations. When regulations come in, all these banks and everybody else, all these wirehouses, USB, everybody, they're all going to be on board. Okay, they're all going to be on board. And the fact that the president can run a scam with those two meme coins, which is something that Gary Gensler would have sued him right away on the spot. That tells you it's the Wild West. It's all go, baby. All go. So it's going to be incredibly positive. You're going to get the regulations that you want. And then all of a sudden, everything's going to explode because everybody now legally can get in. And banks will be able to be custodians, which will help newbies out. And I'll get to the chat board now in a minute. And as I was telling you with Trump's thing, when he was talking about AI, who, of course, when he talks about in his thing that he was talking about, the $500 billion AI hub, Oracle and SoftBank are in it, right? But if Oracle is also involved, when you talk about the blockchain, the number one Oracle is Chainlink. So, and Trump bought Chainlink, 4.7 million yesterday. He bought 4.7 million of Aave. He bought 4.7 million of, what was the other one that he bought? He bought like 50 million of wrapped Bitcoin, and he bought, he bought the Ethereum also, but he bought another one, but for 4.7 million because he's the 47th president, all that good stuff. So he did all that, and he bought Chainlink. So when I see him cut this deal with an AI hub that's $500 billion, Oracle's involved. Trump bought Chainlink. I'm just, I'm not a mathematical genius, but sometimes I can actually put one and one together and make it two. I'm just saying. So you can do whatever you want there with that information, okay? But it's just absolutely awesome. What else do we have going on that I wanted to share? I am a big Caspa guy. I have become a big Caspa guy. And so I want to share a little bit because something going on today in the last couple of days. The Trump meme coins, the Melania meme coins, obviously took the place by storm, the world by storm over the weekend. You had a bunch of crazy people putting their money into that crap. And it also blew up our Solana. The good thing is, by the way, those of us that are into Solana, we got some good news here with Solana, that it pumped the hell out of our Solana bags. So we're good with that. And Solana has so many meme coins that, hey, man, we're good. You want to invest in meme coins? Go ahead, bro. You're pumping my Solana bag. So I'm good with that. I can live with that. But what happened? Congestion. People weren't getting their transactions done for a day, 15 hours, 18 hours, 20 hours, 10 hours. Coinbase, you have issues with it, all that kind of stuff. And somewhere in the distance, there's something developing with a reversed K. And it has the trilemma solved. It can run as many transactions or more than Solana without any network congestion. It's going to increase with the crescendo hard fork here. The update by the end of March, it goes onto the mainnet, and they'll do 10 blocks per second. So they'll be able to do way more transactions than Solana does. And Solana does a lot of transactions because they're loaded with tons of memes. And they have metaverse and gaming and all kinds of NFTs and all kinds, even though the NFT market's a little low, but they have all kinds of traffic. And yet they have congestion. They have slowdowns all the time. So you can brag about your gas fees being low, but you also have congestion issues. And then you've also had network shutdowns. Then in comes Ethereum, who, again, I think is more the institutional coin, where a lot of businesses are going to be doing their work on there. And so, and then a lot of transactions with money that is going to be happening on the Ethereum blockchain. So, and then they have all their layer 2s that are on top of it, Polygon and all that, all the other stuff that goes on it. So you've got a bunch of stuff on there built up, and it's gone and it's going. But if you're working on Ethereum, you have gas fees that are way higher than you are on Solana and definitely on Caspa. And then we get to Bitcoin. And Bitcoin is the one that is the store value. It's the gold. It's the digital gold. It's the one you want to keep because there's only 21 million. So it's finite and it's going to explode in value. That's why everybody else is gobbling it up. But again, Bitcoin is not built for you to go buy a coffee and go buy a car and all. It's not really built for that. Those of us that are into Bitcoin, do we use it to buy coffees? Do we use it to buy a shirt? Do we even buy anything with it? No, we hodl. We can use anything else, but we're not using our Bitcoin. The smart people don't use their Bitcoin. It's like you look at, like somebody tells me, well, yeah, you got to use your Bitcoin. Get out of here, bro. I'll turn my money into fiat currency for you if you want, or right there, I'll convert the money for you into whatever Bitcoin you want, and here you go. But I'm not giving you my Bitcoin. No, dude, my Bitcoin, I'm not there to do that. But again, Bitcoin needs a layer 2. It needs Jack and the Lightning Network to save their ass. Right? And you still have to incur the fees and all that kind of stuff, right? Well, here comes Caspa. It has all the security of Bitcoin because it has the purity of Bitcoin, no pre-mine. Okay? No coins handed out, no nothing. Everything has been earned just like Bitcoin. It's way faster than Bitcoin. Faster than everything else that's out there. Solana right now, faster than Ethereum. It can handle the congestion that Ethereum and definitely Solana can't handle. And Bitcoin would definitely bog down with that kind of traffic. So Solana has a use case of being money, cash. There's, what is it, 28 billion or whatever. There's a lot. So it's not going to have the value of Bitcoin ever. But will it have a lot of value? Yeah, I believe so. I believe it can go to a few bucks down the line. I don't know about this bull run, how far it'll go, but I think I believe we could easily go over $1 in this bull run. Why not? I saw Cardano go higher and they weren't even close to ready. And Caspa will have smart contracts by the summer. You have smart contracts. They're ready to go, ready to bring in total value locked and all that. They're ahead of where Cardano was in the last bull run. So, and Cardano got to like $3. What are you talking about? Give me a break. I saw Illuvium jump to $2,000 and it wasn't even ready. Are you kidding? Caspa can easily blow up. And when people find out and they understand what the hell's going on, they're going to figure that out. So that's just one there that I'm just watching some of the stuff go on around the world and, just kind of say there's a place for everything, and Solana will definitely have that. Let me see what we got here on the chat board. Also, the folks on Instagram, thank you for tuning in. I see, what is it? G. Rouse, Captain Saki, I love it. Juice Fernandez, Hirsch, or H. Rudy, I see. CG, Denorio, DJ. Hey, what's up, baby? Let's see, Eric Leon, Queen Bee Mickey. Thank you all out there on Instagram. I appreciate you all tuning in. Don't forget to smash the hell out of the like button and share it also. Jonathan Cagle, thank you, sir. Big Johnson, thank you. Luke, Miami, Jonathan Cagle, Swamp Donkey. Damn right, we're glad we held strong through the dips. That's right, and bought the dips. Let's see. I read today where Bank of America CEO says he's going to start accepting Bitcoin as payment. Yes, they're waiting for regulation. Regulations is going to just open it up. Just stay patient because the regulations is just going to open it up for everybody legally to get in. Ed Mofo says with today's news of AI, there is no new token that a lot of people are talking about. What's your input, Zai? I don't know what that question is. Fernandan, thank you. Did you cover Melania? I did already on the last show, but I talked a little bit about it. The Melania coin, only 7% was released. 93% is held. 80% of the Trump wallet is held by one person. They only released 20%. This is all rug pulls, dude. It's all rip-off shit. I'm not a big meme coin guy. I don't dabble in meme coin. I work with real coins that have real companies, that have real use cases, that the world is going to need them, that it's going to be part of our financial or our banking system or loans or whatever it is. That's what I look for. I don't look for dog with hat or Kulo or any of those coins, dude. I don't give a shit about Doge or none of that shit. Don't give a crap about any of that, dude. To me, that's all garbage. Plus, I would lose credibility. Okay? When I tell you about stuff, it's because I believe in it. And I'm not a financial advisor by any stretch, or I have my money in it or something like that. If I start giving you bullshit about meme coins and none of us really know when they're going to pump or dump or whatever, then I have no credibility. None whatsoever. How can you take me serious when I'm talking about meme coins? It's a fucking lottery. How could you take anybody talking crypto seriously when they're talking meme coins? I'd rather give you the pick for last night and take Ohio State minus the points. You're better off. I feel better with that than I do a meme coin, dude. What? Oh, you're gonna put 500 on that meme coin, dude? Put 500 on Ohio State last night. I feel way better than any damn meme coin. You got your money back. You doubled your money in 3 hours. Good, bro. You know what? Now go buy Bitcoin with that money. That's what I would tell you to do. Meme coins. And again, you're never going to catch me talking about meme coins. No. 5 years ago, I did the SHIB thing and I made a bunch of money off of it. And I got lucky and I said, I'll never do it again. I'll never do it again. And SHIB, by the way, is the one meme coin that does have, they actually built out a structure for it. I don't know if it'll work out. We'll see. If it doesn't blow up in this, I don't see a lot of business built on it. So that's the problem. Anyway, let's see. Buy the blockchain token, not the name coin made on the blockchain, i.e. ETH Sol. That's a smart man right there. The rich just get richer. Sick. Exactly. What else? What platform should I use to start investing in crypto? David, I was turned on to a friend of mine turned me on to a new one called Uphold. And it's a really good one. And it's got all the top coins. It's got Caspa too that I love. And then what you can do, my friend, is get a Tangem wallet. Get the 1 to 3 cards. And that way you can, as you collect your Bitcoin or whatever you buy there on Uphold, you then send it over to your Tangem wallet and keep it on your cold storage wallet. Okay. And there's videos, you can go on YouTube and put sending coins from Uphold to Tangem. And there's YouTube videos that'll show you how to do it and all that kind of stuff. So that way you can learn that way. But Uphold is a damn good cryptocurrency exchange. That one, and easy to use, very user friendly. And I think that's really important for people that are new, because I remember what it was like 5 years ago. So that's what I would do, my friend, David Snyder. I would do that, my brother. Let's see. Trump won credit. Trump won. Whatever. As long as he pumps up my my crypto bags, that's all I'm worried about. David, no matter who you choose, Coinbase, etc., make sure you transfer into a cold wallet and make sure you buy the cold wallet directly from the wallet manufacturer. Yes, go to tangem.com if you're going to buy it, or Ledger. Go to Ledger's website. He is 1,000% correct. Don't buy it from a third party. Buy it directly from them. I would always do that myself too. The other thing I hate to say this, I'm not a Coinbase guy. I don't like Coinbase. I don't trust Coinbase. So that's just me. There's plenty of other places I'd rather go, from crypto.com to Binance to Kraken. I can buy my Bitcoin on Swan, on Cash App, on Venmo. I am not a Coinbase guy. I'm sorry. I don't trust them. I just don't. The no sound part was there. And Luke goes, look compelling, though. Let's see. Don't buy pizza with Bitcoin. Exactly. Big Johnson. Thank you for the love on the super chat. Very kind of you. Remember, Cash App or Venmo. We only tell you the Cash App or Venmo. We appreciate the super chats, but stinking YouTube takes 30%. So that's why we tell you a lot of times Cash App or Venmo at Cash Big O Show. That's Cash Big O Show. Why? Or you can use the QR codes, because we get 100% of the donation. That's why we tell you that. But thank you, Big Johnson. I appreciate it. Now, any Solana folks out there? Do we have the Solana folks out there? We got like lots of good news with Solana. I mean, it's been pumping because of the meme coins. Well, Polymarket, and I got to tell you, these guys freaked me out with the election. They nailed the election. I didn't think it was even going to be like that, to be quite honest. And they nailed it with the election. Not only that Trump would win, but it would win big. And they were right. So they've got right now Solana with a 92% chance of getting their ETFs approved. I think it's 100. I think it's 100 because I think the Ethereum ETFs, the Solana ETFs, I think we're going to get an XRP ETF. There's no doubt in my mind. And down the line, I can see us getting a Cardano and a couple of other ones as they grow, HBAR, those kind of things as they get adopted. But not only will they get approved, I think it's 100%, but they're going to explode. Absolutely explode. So to me, that's the cool part about all of this. Now we're going to get, a heavy dosage of altcoin explosion. And then for those of you that keep worrying about, oh my God, is Bitcoin going to really take off? And well, the reserve is coming from Trump. He's going to talk about it. But we've got states lining up for Bitcoin reserves. Now, listen to this. Look what Utah wants to do now. This is absolutely ridiculous. Utah proposes allocating up to 10% of state funds into Bitcoin to diversify holdings, hedge fund inflation, and protect self-custody rights. I love how they want to protect self-custody rights, because that's you and me. They want to add 10% at state. If you don't see what's coming, I can't help you. By the way, R&M Contractors, proud sponsors of our program. We love Ray and Mike. Huge Bitcoin guy. Loves XRP, by the way, too. Ray or Mike, call them 305-345-3649. And when we talk about R&M Contractors, man, complete remodel, full-blown kitchen upgrades, all that. And for you condo owners, man, a lot of people in South Florida, this is obviously for folks in South Florida, waterproofing your terrace balcony, flood test report, they've got all of that, bathroom upgrades, floor restoration, maintenance, stucco repairs. call Ray or Mike. You can talk a little crypto, and you could talk about improving that home or condo of yours. 305-345-3649 for R&M Contractors and Custom Drywall. And by the way, if you want to see how exceptional their work is, go to their Instagram page at RMC Fisher Island. So Utah wants to do it. And then we've got, of course, the states. So officially, we are now up to 11 states that want to have a Bitcoin reserve. Where do you live? Is your state on this Bitcoin map? Legislation is in place for these 11 states right now for a Bitcoin reserve. I'm in Florida. I'm not surprised because we have a Republican governor. I'm not surprised where there's Republicans. You know what I'm saying? Pennsylvania is the one that obviously Josh Shapiro, I'm a big fan of his because he's a pro Bitcoin guy. So I like Shapiro. Some of the Bitcoin pro guys, hey man, more for our industry. Let's go. He's one of the few on that side, actually. Him and Ro Khanna. Ro Khanna's an ass kicker for Bitcoin. But, you know, I'm in Florida where they're super pro Bitcoin. Our mayor's pro Bitcoin, our governor's pro Bitcoin. And so, you know, that's Texas is super pro Bitcoin. They're big into mining also. We're up to 11 states. The question is, when do the other states join in? And the longer you take, but the beautiful thing is, if you have your Bitcoin bag, it's not just Michael Saylor. It's not just Larry Fink. It's not going to be just the United States. It's also going to be several states. And it's going to be El Salvador. And it's going to be Argentina. And it's going to be, and so on, 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 and so on. And it'll just continue. I mean, that's just kind of the way it goes. You know? So that's the beauty of all of this. Do not let this phase you by any stretch. The bullish news is just stupid. It's just ridiculous. And this administration is the steroid that the industry needed. We needed people to finally embrace it and then, you know, use it as a financial weapon because China's going to use it and Russia's going to use it and Europe's going to use it. And it's going to end up becoming where everybody's going to do their work, their play, their entertainment, their music. You're going to buy your concert tickets on the blockchain. All of that. It doesn't matter what it is. You're going to be on the blockchain, whether you like it or not. It's the safer internet. It's coming. Just don't let people tell you anything different. It's ridiculous how people want to just kind of shit on you when they don't understand what the hell really is going on. That's the best part. The people that tell you don't believe anything in Bitcoin or whatever, they don't even understand what the hell is going on. They have no idea what DeFi is. Just tell them DeFi. What is DeFi? Huh? What's Dev? Huh? Just go acronyms on them. You think they're going to try? Oh, that's decentralized financing. Oh, you're talking about developers. Yeah, no, developers are part of what, they're not going to know any of that. So how's somebody going to tell you about Bitcoin when they have no idea? And by the way, they haven't even studied what's going on with our dollar. You know, most of us that once we get in orange pilled, as they say, it's because we figured out what real money is, and that's the scam, and what this is, that it's not the scam. It's the way it's supposed to be. So there you go. That's why you gotta, you know, gotta look at it for what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. Oh, Ray, thank you, sir, for a little Ethereum love on Venmo. Happy Crypto Tuesday. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you for the Ethereum love. There you go. Cash App or Venmo. at Cash Big O Show. That is Cash Big O Show, Cash App or Venmo. By the way, Welton Rayom, proud sponsors of our platform, 2 lawyers you can trust, Jeff Welt and Daniel Rayom. Jeff, by the way, knows his crypto too. 954-966-4646. From bankruptcy to personal injury, homeowner property damage or commercial litigation, condo damage, criminal defense, anywhere in Florida, you call our guys, Jeff Welt and Daniel Rayom, 954-966-4646. Appreciate you all out there as always. Don't forget, you can follow us on Twitter at Big O Show. You can find us also on Blue Sky and on Threads and on Instagram. Big O Radio Show is another way that you can follow us. As always, we will try to post another edition of the Crypto Bro Show. Don't forget to please smash the hell out of that like button too and share the show. And we'll see you again tomorrow.
The Crypto Bro Show is brought to you by RM Contractors and Custom Drywall. From complete makeovers for homes or condos to impact windows and doors to drywall with level 5 finish. Call Ray or Mike at RM Contractors and Custom Drywall. 305-345-3649. You dream it, they'll build it. See their exceptional work on Instagram at RMC Fisher Island. Crypto Bros. Follow Big O for more crypto insight on X or Twitter at Big O Show.